So right here we have our final goal. It's basically just a simple menu layout with 5 links over here. And when you hover a link, the image that corresponds to that link shows up. And the links that are not hovered kind of blur out. And then we have this big footer header here. And yeah, that's about it. So let's go into Webflow. I created a main section already and a menu section. We're just going to create another section, but this one is going to be the footer, or just call it wrapper footer. And in the menu section, for the main section, we're going to make that a flex container, make it flex column, so the two sections are beneath each other. Give it an overflow of hidden, full screen height. What else do I need? Let's give it some padding, but not on the bottom, because I still want to figure that out with the footer itself. Give it some padding. And then I want a different font. I have this font that I installed myself. It's called Neue Regrade, I think. And that's what we're going to use. Yes, and then inside, and then we have these two sections. And then for the menu section, I'm going to give that a height of about 75 view per height. Give that a padding bottom of, where's my padding? Of 10 viewport height. So we have some room to work with, just so the layout can breathe a bit. We can actually give this a transition opacity of 0.3 seconds, not 2. And this can also be a flex container, because we're going to have two divs next to each other inside this menu. So here we can add two divs. Call the first div the links wrapper. Duplicate that and call this the images wrapper. And the links wrapper, I'm gonna set it also to be a flex container. Flex column, of course, because we want the links to be on top of each other. We want a width of about 60% of the entire width that's available. I can set this by percent here. No, not height, I'm sorry. But the width. So we have about that much space for the links, and the rest is going to be for the images. And we want to give the links a gap of about 5 pixels. And now we can actually create the links themselves. Call it image link. And call that first one, I think, Island. And you can make it a bunch of times. Second one is Tiger Hill. Third one's like Cow. And the last one, but the second last one's how long? And the last one's Kilimanjaro. And now to style those, it's actually pretty easy as well. We can go down to typography here, put them as medium, and the font size needs to be way bigger. Can actually put this to REM and set this to 4, and give this a line height of 100%. Yeah, that looks good. The opacity is 1, that's fine. Color can be completely black and not that gray. Then we want to add a cursor pointer, because we want to actually see that we're hovering over the links. And now we have the images wrapper. Just gonna take, and this is gonna be a flex container as well, but a flex row this time. The width is gonna be 40%. So just like the rest of the width that's available. Position is relative position. And now we can actually just add an image inside the image wrapper. Where's the image? I can't see it. Where is the image? Right here. And we can call that class image and give it a position of absolute, a height of 100%, a display of block is good, overflow hidden, yes, height 100% is already good. And I think we should be fine, and then we can actually just add an image. And I already uploaded these images. Let's choose this one. And then we can add a bunch of images on top of each other like this by just like duplicating them. But we need to set a different image for each one. So this one for this, this one for this, this one for this, and this one for this, and now they're going to be stacked on top of each other. And now we can work on the footer and worry about the interaction stuff later. The footer, I can actually put this as the wrapper can be position absolute and bottom of 0. We can insert a header or a heading, which is just an H1. And call this explore. I don't know why this is already coming with some margins. I don't want that. The font height 23. This looks good, I think. Right, and then we have the big header. Yeah, I think we're good. Of course, this is much better. And then I'm gonna add inside the menu, I'm gonna add a code embed for some inline styles. Put it there, and we can add some custom styles in here. The image link is gonna get a width of fit content, a transition for the filter, because we're gonna use a filter to blur the other links out, and also if, a transition for the opacity. It's gonna be the same, simple. Then for the image, I'm just gonna copy that in so we don't waste so much time on styling. And we want the images to be hidden initially, so you only see the first one, and then when it's active, to show it. And now I just have to close the style tag, and now the images should disappear. Yep. And now we can add some more code. Now before heading into JavaScript, I'm gonna give each link a custom data attribute, which is gonna call data image index. Call the first one 1, the second one 2, third one 3, of course, 4, and 5. Now these custom attributes are going to correspond to each image. So if I press on an image, on a link, we want the image to show up corresponding to the link. And yeah, that is done through here. And I'm just going to copy the code right here and go over it real quick. We grab the links, we grab the images, then we show the last image from the get-go by hiding the other ones, and then we loop over the links. Each link will have its own event listener on mouse enter, and then we kind of blur out the links that are currently not hovered, and then we get the image index from the corresponding attribute, and then we hide the other images and just show the image that is currently that one. And then we have a simple mouse leave again, so to not blur the links anymore. Yeah, that's about it. This is inside the script tag, yes. Let me just save this. and see if this works. However, the images change and it's corresponding to the one that's hovered the last. And I think this is a really nice layout. I'm actually not happy with this one right here. I think it's still too big. Probably if you make it like this, no, it's still a bit too big. See if this works right now. Yeah, that's better. So now, yeah, this was it. I hope you liked it. Just a quick little Webflow tutorial for you guys. In the next ones, I'm probably going to do again more with GSAP, and I'm going to start with to show some stuff with Framer Motion as well. And I think it's called Motion now. And just to give you more animation stuff. And yeah, subscribe and like for more. See you in the next one.